in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series, featuring the New Age squad of Chosen. Arok, Sai, Marmaduke 9, and Liam. Followed their prologue before the events of the New Age campaign, and maybe catch some foreshadowing elements along the way. Last time, Marmaduke 9, Arok of Vantaman, and let's just go with Sai. The three of you have, in one way or another, found yourselves in a strange cityscape, where the citizens of Tirth Trin Trek voted in a mayor that they are now believing is so corrupt that they are revolting within a span of a month. Arok and Marmaduke have taken a bounty put out by this administration to find and capture the ones responsible for the corruption of the people, working alongside Sai, who has been planning a festival for the city to lift the spirits up. The three of you followed a lead that the two hunters witnessed, but upon your questioning inside the Tirth Inn, the innkeeper sent out a message as 4 of the citizens entered with weapons. Now, I would like one of you with the highest agility to roll for the initial stage.
Agility of 10. I believe he's got the highest agility, so it'll be D12 plus AGI. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. He has rolled a 12.
12, alright. Let me see how these guys do. Alright. That is going to be... Dang, you didn't roll very high. Yeah. They're definitely going first. Oh, the crit. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
They kind of got the jump on us.
Yep. So they're going to get their movement first. They are going to do the 4 over in this area are going to do rush in. Arok, 2 of them are coming up to you. The plank wielding and the crowbar wielding, rushing up to you. The pistol wielding is coming back over here. And the hammer wielding is coming up to Mr. Marmaduke. And as that happens, you guys can begin your movement.
Arok chooses to stand his ground, staring down at the 2 punks approaching him, and he readies himself to brawl.
Alright.
I don't think Marmaduke is going to stand his ground.
What is Marmaduke gonna do? And what is Sai gonna
Marmaduke, do? I suspect Marmaduke is going to... how far can Marmaduke move?
I believe 30 feet, so range 3.
Right, so if I were to plot out my move, it would be up onto the bar.
Okay, if you do that, you'll get an opportunity attack from the hammer-wielding punk and also the innkeep punk.
I'm just trying to...
You'll get 2 op attacks.
I'm trying to maneuver so I'm not getting so close to this punk with the who was the fellow.
Which punk?
Oh, can I move? Can I move through Sai? I don't think I can move through Sai.
You can. Because Sai is technically moving at the same time, so.
Ah, so I'm going to get a couple of attacks from...
You'll get 2 attacks on you.
I think then I would shift back. Ooh. Shift back perhaps to...
You'll get 1 attack at that point on you.
1, well, you know what they say, 1 is better than 2.
All right.
I'll shift up to there.
All right. That's what you do with that.
My bow unfolds from my hand, and I knock an arrow.
Adjust. 7. Up. Attack. Thank you for doing this for me. Spending stamina is so much easier now. As he goes for a strike at you with his hammer.
Alright.
He rolls a 16 to hit. So
Okay,
go ahead and roll
now.
a defensive form.
It's probably going to be a dodge.
Alright.
Oh, it's a 14, bugger.
That hits. And he slams... What's your armor rating? Actually, I can look at
My
it.
armor rating, my AR, that is
17.
17.
So you take 3 points to your armor threshold as you feel a huge dent get bashed into your back as you rush away.
The hell.
And as that happens, it is Sai. What is your movement?
I like the standing on the on the bar.
The standing on the bar.
We're gonna go stand on that bar. I was gonna join you, but you didn't.
All right,
you
so
didn't go over there.
You are gonna take an op attack.
Yes.
From the innkeep, who is going to try to grab onto you, actually, to stop you. So I need you to roll me a defensive dodge. He got a 19.
Damn. No,
Yeah, I'm rolling really high right now. I'm sorry. And he is able to grab onto you. On your turn, you can try to escape his grip using a maneuver. On the action stage itself. As that happens, it is now. Actually, I need to make sure that he lost his stamina for that. Drop. All right. With that, the mopping punk is going to move up over here to you, Marmaduke. And
I was about to shoot him.
and the innkeep is not going to move because he has Sai in his clutches now. And then we have the bartender who sees all this going down right away. He's going to move up. Oh, he doesn't even have a... Actually, I'm just going to have him...
I'll snap him to the grid.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
There we go.
So he's going to move up over here. rush over here and stand right there. And as that happens, it is now the action stage. The four that went first. This guy can't do much. The hammer wielding guy can't do much because he can't do a movement. But the crowbar and the plank wielding are going to make their attacks on Arok. 2 attacks on Arok, so go ahead and roll me some defensive forms. Or dodges, I'm assuming you're going with dodge.
I believe... Is there an advantage to using parry or block?
Let's see, so a crowbar, and the plank is a heavy weapon, and then the crowbar is a medium weapon. Actually, it's actually a light weapon, sorry. So you would get advantage if you... Let me go to the... Offensive versus defensive. So if you have a heavy weapon, if you're doing dodge against the heavy weapon, you'd probably want to dodge it. Then you'd get advantage. If you're doing... You're gonna want to do block against the light weapon. So the crowbar, you want to do a block, and the heavy weapon, you want to do the plank, you want to do a dodge.
Okay. I reckon with the... I think he will prioritize dodging for the moment.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me 2 dodge checks. One will...
First attack.
Okay.
He dodges with a 15. And the second, he dodges with a 16.
Okay, so the first attack is coming from the crowbar guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that one... You're able to successfully dodge out the way of the first attack. The second one... You're able to successfully dodge out of the way of the second attack. And... With that, the crowbar guy comes up to try to strike it into your shoulder, and you're able to maneuver out of the way of it. And you see the plank comes wide around to your hip, and you like kind of arch your back so that they can't hit you. For a big guy, you're pretty agile. And
those 2 hands.
And as that happens, the guy with the pistol is going to shoot out straight towards... Actually, let me see. Straight towards you, Arok. Sorry. I mean, I guess this makes sense.
Yeah.
Big guy's scary.
I believe since he is already in a evasive form, he will continue to dodge, especially if he's being shot at.
Yes.
So he uses dodge again, and he rolls a 17.
You are able to dodge out of the way barely as you see as you hear a shot come off. All of your ears kind of like ring for a second, and it flies by right between everyone. And then it is now your guys' turns on your action stage. So what would you like to do?
Arok takes offense to the pistol-wielding punk trying to shoot at him and pulls out his Hadron blaster from his hip. He aims over the 2 punks below him,
which is pretty
order
easy
to make a shot. Yeah. And he takes a shot.
All right.
With one hand.
Go ahead and make your light range.
Okay. Hadron blaster one-handed. Rolls a 19.
Rolls a 19.
And
yeah.
Oh,
8 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely hit. 8 damage on this guy?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
You fire off straight at him, and I'm just gonna do this. No, wrong one. Let me just click on him. Also just. Hey, John, blast.
He's dead.
Pistol wielding punk has fainted.
You guys see, Arok hears a bang. He looks over. His face contorts into an angry expression as he pulls out his Hadron blaster that is almost the size of one of the guy's heads over their shoulders, and then straight through the forehead of this guy. You see it sears through his head. His head begins to boil up, and he falls to the ground, dead.
Not going non-lethal then, are we? Never mind.
You have another form you could do. Do you want to do a defensive form, or do you want to attack one of these guys?
I think since he has one hand free, he's going to reach down and punch down the crowbar wielding punk.
All right, crowbar wielding punk. Go ahead and roll me a brawl check. What are the other two doing while that is happening?
All right, I am well gripped. So I can either make a maneuver to try to get out of the grip, or I could probably just attack, right?
Yeah. You can also use your maneuver to activate the stun function on your weapon.
Yeah, I'm going to activate stun function, and I'm going to make a swipe with... So in my hands, I'm holding nothing for a moment, and then in my hands, kind of materializing, is a short blade. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to roll my attack. Oh. Maybe not.
I'm sorry. You guys are rolling not the best right now.
Nope.
So he has disadvantage on this.
Yeah.
You hit. You rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So it'll be 5 attack damage and 4 stun.
All right, and you're able to kind of swipe at his side as your hands are kind of locked at your own sides, and you hear him go, and you can sense that he kind of weakens his grip a little bit. You'll have advantage on your next chance to try to get out of this. And actually, you have two forms if you want to do that again. You can't do a stun though.
No, okay. I don't want to murder him, but how beefy is he looking?
Let me actually make sure that I adjust his stuff. That's 9. Stun. He looks very tired right now. He does look kind of beefy. Like he can probably take a strike. One strike.
I'm trusting you on this. I'll make another swipe at him.
Oh! Crap.
So
Okay.
Now I'm scared.
You are able to hit him barely.
Damn.
Yeah, he crit too.
That's a nice roll, dude. Oh. Right. Oh. 8.
Cool.
8 slashing damage.
No stunning that time.
No stunning. Only can stun once per round.
All right. You go and slash at his leg, and you see blood begin to pour out of it. And you see him kind of fall to the ground. Ugh! He lets go. He does look pretty wounded, and like he's going to die if you don't tend to his wounds.
Oh, fuck.
But you did take him out, so...
Woo! Alright,
Marmaduke, what are you doing?
Oh,
Well, can I perhaps move again? Or is that something I can't do at the moment?
You can spend stamina to move.
I will do that. I will spend some stamina to move.
Okay, so it's 4 stamina per 5 feet.
4 plus 5 feet. Right. And I have 25 stamina, so I'm going to go back to back with Sai.
Okay. So you spend 8 stamina.
Oh. I
And
wanted to
the-
look, I didn't want to do that.
You see a huge mop swing towards you.
Alright.
Stamina justice.
I'm going to try and dodge the mop. Oh.
Gotta try
Ooh,
and
22.
dodge the
22
mop.
to dodge the mop.
You successfully dodged the mop.
Ooh.
As you see,
Excellent.
splats of blood water kind of fling out towards you.
Ooh. Oh, this is much more civilized than a starfighter.
Okay, now with that, what are your 2 forms that you want to do?
I would like to attack this person
Okay.
with the broom. With
Okay.
my short bow.
All right, you knock your arrow.
Alright. Knock. Draw. And loose. With a 19.
19. He is unable to dodge. Where
Alright.
exactly are you aiming this?
use the space bar to
Oh.
point.
Center mass? Center mass? Is that
Oh. Well, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it?
No.
When he was working at the bar, I think I'll try and go for the knee.
All right.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
You and then I took an arrow to the
So that's 3 plus. That's plus. What's that plus? That's plus my
plus your light range.
light range. So that's 6.
All right. Yeah, you see it stabs straight through his leg, and you see him fall to the ground in agony, screaming out bloody murder. Arrow to the knee.
Yes.
And he is down.
All right.
Dead or disabled?
He is disabled currently. He can be
Okay.
recovered.
Arok is yet to do his intended brawl.
Oh yes,
with,
yeah. Go ahead.
crowbar with-
Go ahead and do that. Sorry about that.
Okay. Arok, with his free hand, he turns down to the crowbar wielding punk and strikes him down with his, let's say, improved gauntlets,
All
which
right.
act as wraps. His strength is 10. His brawl is. Actually, sorry about that. 3. It should be a 3.
Alright.
There we go. He hit for a value of 15. Is that a hit?
That is a hit, yes.
He deals 5 bludgeoning damage to the crowbar wielding.
5 bludgeoning damage. Let me see. Oh, this guy's gonna deal that. 5 damage. Got socked. Oh, he gets knocked out. He gets knocked out.
He finishes off by giving the other plank-wielding punk a glare, as if to say, "You're next."
Go ahead and roll me an intimidate check.
Intimidate is... Oh, hold on. He rolled a 16.
16. Alright, yeah, this guy looks actually freaked out. I need to roll another check. Yeah, he looks freaked out. And as that happens, we're on to the resolve stage, which I believe you guys are victorious. So, with that, it's going to be all of your guys' discipline. All you guys' discipline bonuses, plus the squad's highest will. So who has the highest will?
My will is 10.
Right?
Yes, that's you then.
Arok's
Okay.
10. No, Arok is 6.
Okay. So,
I believe the Duke is 9.
now,
Uh,
what are all your discipline bonuses as well?
Plus 2.
1.
Discipline is
So 2 plus...
4.
Whoa.
dang.
2 plus 4 plus
1.
1 plus 10. That's your gut. Well, that is your... 17 is your set difficulty for them to beat. And there's only 2 left. So... they are not able to beat it. And you see them go to try to retreat. They're going to try to retreat. And it is now, now it is your guys' turn to move. You get movement first on this one.
Alright, I'd like to...
They look like they're about to start to turn around. They're turning around right now, the two.
I'd like to... Would it be Commander instruct allies to go, don't let them escape?
Instruct allies.
Okay.
Which ally are you specifically going for?
Arok has the best chances. We have range.
Are you going to try and give him additional movement? Or,
Yeah, additional movement.
Or try to let him, take an extra attack?
Additional movement, I feel like, would be
Okay.
the most opportune to
Alright,
the
well,
situation.
Arok, you now have 50 feet of movement.
Well, considering that there is only one exit, he will try to move in such a way that he beats the punks to the doorway
Okay.
and stands there.
Alright. You do so without provoking any opportunity attack because they're too scared to even try to attack right now.
Arok turns around with gun in hand and aims upwards by his side while giving the two a stern look.
All right. What are the other two doing? I know you just did your movement by instructing him. Marmaduke?
Well, I am rather perturbed at the fellow who hit me with a hammer. So, I think I'm just going to pop down here just to move in line with him.
Okay.
And, knock another arrow.
Okay. I'll get the health adjustment ready. Just... What is your roll?
Oh, am I doing that now?
Yeah, actually, no. They have to move.
Mm-hmm.
Which
They're
going to... This guy's gonna move over here. And he's gonna be like... crap, as this guy kind of moves back and is like, crap. And then... the bartender is gonna start moving up over here behind Yusai. And now it is your action stage. The three of you.
How poorly do the down foes look?
The guy in the corner looks like he's completely dead. The guys, the other three look like the one that was hit by a rock. He doesn't look like he's wounded. He looks more like he's just unconscious. And then the other two looks like they're wounded and bleeding out. The innkeep looks like he'll probably last longer than the one that got shot in the leg by Marmaduke.
And does the barkeep look like he's planning to attack, or is he just trying to get out of the situation?
He looks like he's trying to figure out what the heck is going on and coming to you guys because he doesn't know why these people are attacking.
All
so
right.
He looks confused.
My decision is to throw a knife at the one closest to the exit near his dead fella. I'm going to be using a maneuver to make it a stun.
All right, you activate the stun function and you go to throw the knife. Go ahead and roll me a light range. At which one again?
The one closest to the door.
Okay, so
near his dead fella.
The hammer wielding punk.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage because you hit.
8 physical, 2 stun.
Alright, let me... That's 10. And... stun. You see him gets shocked in the back and he sees that the blade is kind of sticking out in this weird electric way, and he's like, ah, and he kind of falls to his knee, to one knee. So he's on one knee currently.
Okay, not bleeding out. That's good.
Not bleeding out. You have another form you can use. Arok, are you going to try to do something about this guy?
I believe Arok will take a step forward towards the hammer-wielding punk and lift his leg up to pin him to the ground underfoot.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a brawl.
Okay. He rolled a 15.
15. All right, you see you go and grab onto him and you pin him down to the ground with his leg up, and he puts his hands out and he screams out, "Stop this! Stop this, please!" Anyone else want to do something?
Well, I am positively furious as I was about to shoot him.
Please don't.
I just disconnected from the server.
So now, I'm going to shoot the other one.
Okay.
If I can't shoot that one, I'm bloody well going to shoot the other one.
Okay. Go ahead.
That would be a crit. So that is 25.
Yeah, you hit. You definitely hit him.
Actually, I think it might be 27. I'm not sure. But he gets hit. And... Oh, did it not do it? My macro didn't do anything.
Try clicking it again. Oh, sorry.
No. Oh no. Hold on. Let's just go ahead and do that manually. That's that. That's a 6 plus 3. That's 9.
6 plus 3, 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Shoot him in. I'll shoot him in the buttock.
In your heat of rage, you knock your arrow, aiming for the butt, but you shoot him straight into the spine, and you see it straight through straight through his back, and you see he falls to the ground, dead.
Oh. Oh well, never mind. Well, I had to get one of them.
You got... and now it seems like everyone is out of combat, and the situation
All right,
is...
time for triage.
Right, I'm gonna turn. I want to turn to the barman, to the bar owner. Which one of these two would you prefer lived? Pointing to the one that...
killing. No, we've already killed a couple too many. Barkeep, do you have some spare rags? Could you pull out your medical kit again?
I am a doctorish.
Good, because you're
looks on
you're on
towards the others
triage.
as he keeps an eye on his captive.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Okay, so you ask the bartender if he has any medical supplies, and who he would rather live. He's like, well, I don't want any of them to die, but my boss, he's the one that pays me, and
Well, I'll prioritize him.
Laurie over there, and he points towards the mopping guy.
Mop.
And he's like, he and my kids, like our kids play together.
All right.
I don't know who all these people are.
Which one's your boss and which one's the other one?
I'm by the boss. The boss is the one I'm pointing to.
Ah, okay. Can you assist him and heal him?
Yeah, I have medical experience.
Do you have med waves or?
I have a medical kit.
Okay. Do you have a med pack?
I think I have something along those lines as well. I will deal with the one that I shot in the leg. I like to clean up my own mess.
Okay.
My travel pack came with a med kit, and
okay. I would like you to roll me a medicine check.
plus int and medicine.
Yes.
Right?
And me as well on Lowry.
Do you have med waves on you?
I have a medical kit on me.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a medicine check then.
That would be intelligence plus medicine, yes?
Yes.
Bloody Nora.
Arok
Another crit?
proceeds.
What the... Well, that's 12, 24, 25.
Okay. What are you doing, Arok? As you also have this guy pinned down still. He's squirming and screaming, and he's like, "You are traitors! You are traitors! You're impure." You guys hear this?
Is there any way I can knock him out or keep him quiet?
You can
Put a sock in it.
You can definitely knock him out like you did to the other guy. And I won't have you roll a check for it. You can just knock him out.
Look, I know I've already killed one person, but can I please shoot that one?
So the two of you are able to pull out the med gel inside the med kit and press onto the wounds that have been made, and the bleeding begins to stop, and you are able to tie some rags around it that the bartender passes around to both of you. Boss pays them.
Arok turns towards the direction of Marmaduke, and as he knocks out the hammer-wielding punk with a single punch to the back of the head, without breaking eye contact, he says, "Later," and carries the punk towards the bar side.
Okay.
Hold you to that.
You carry the punk.
I'd like to confiscate, if everybody's stable now, I like to confiscate all of their comms and see if I can possibly hack into them.
Okay. As you
Very good.
As you go and confiscate each of their codexes, you are able to find the codexes, and you're also able to find volts chips on each of them. Are you going to leave them?
I do take them.
Okay.
I do take them.
I'm assuming you're taking them from... Are you taking them from the innkeep and Larry as well?
Out of respect to their watching coworker.
They're watching coworker.
No.
Okay. Only the four.
But I will volts chip. I won't take their chip thing out. I will just use my transfer to transfer it and leave them dry.
Okay. Yeah. You pull off the volts chips from each of the four punks that came in, their weapons, and you also grab their codexes. As you go to transfer the volts over from each one, you're transferring it into your volts chip, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first volts chip has 96 volts on it. Second one, 94 volts. Third one, 71. And fourth one, 56.
This way, let me. That's not gonna divide even. Oh, it will. It's 3. Okay.
So you get that much you get that much volts, and you have 4 codexes lined up.
You know 315 is divisible by 3, so...
Yeah. Everybody got... I quickly
Oh, that's
just
perfect.
give you guys
I literally just rolled a D100 to see how...
I transfer those chips over to you two silently, and I'm gonna start hacking away at those comms.
Okay.
Especially the barkeeps, because the barkeep's the one who sent out a message.
Okay.
When you said hacking away, I thought you meant... never mind. You're very quick with those thumbs. Should I bind these injured fellows now that they're not going to die?
That'd be for the best.
Alright, let me see.
I'm gonna get on with that.
So I'm assuming you're using your hacking codex.
Yes.
Okay, with the hacking codex, you're able to do any... You don't have coding, do you?
Yeah, I do have coding.
Oh, you do have coding. Would you like a roll? I'll call it coding check. This would be rather easy for you.
Arok,
No, I don't have coding. I have computers.
Oh, okay. Well, then go ahead and roll computers.
Arok sits down, looking around at his work, while the others also manage the piles of codexes. Job well
Only
done.
16.
16?
Oh, advantage, though.
Advantage would be... do you have talent in it? In computers?
No.
So it'd be a +1, so it'd be 17.
Woo.
And with that, you're able to hack into each of them. And I'm assuming you're looking for through their messages.
Yeah.
Okay, as you look through their messages, you find very basic general stuff. They're contacting, like, family, friends of each. Each of them actually don't even know each other, to be honest. You find that each individual doesn't have, like, links to each other, but then you see the latest message is one from the codex of the Innkeep.
Mm-hmm.
And it is reading in Votanian. Do you speak? Can you comprehend Votanian? I believe you can.
Yes, I do have Votanian. It is one of the languages I know. I don't have to use my crappy translator.
Cool. And you translate from this. They say, "The impure are here. We must rid them." And coordinates sent from, like, for Tirth Inn specifically.
Are there...
And you see that inside this group thread, there are probably about, well over 100 different codex numbers linked to it.
Fuck.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep the Innkeep's codex. I'm gonna turn to the bartender. I'm gonna go, I snooped through. I confiscated your employer's codex here. I have reason to suspect that your employer has been inducted into what I'm going to speculate and refer to as the Humming Cult. Currently, there are four of these people came in to attack us. I have reason to suspect that there will be others being sent on the way. It may be to your best interest to take a vacation out of town for a good few days.
Does this have to do with the ringing?
I believe it might have to do with the ringing.
Oh, why wasn't I affected?
How old is the message history with this conversation with Innkeep?
It looks like it's right as he sent the message. There's no messages before it, but you do notice as you're looking at it, the messages suddenly all disappear.
Fuck. Alright. I have no idea. It could be multiple sources. Maybe you have... Maybe they had an innate connection. Maybe the people involved in this cult were falling on hard times, so they latched on to something. And your life is just more stable. Maybe...
Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna go pack up my stuff and leave.
That would be for the best. You have my comm information if weird shit starts happening.
Are you guys gonna interrogate these people or something? Like my boss?
I don't think we have the time to stick around in this room to fully interrogate them. They are medically stable.
Okay.
I kind of side eye the ones that are clearly.
I'm gonna go pack up my stuff, and he begins to rush upstairs. Upstairs.
I'm like, I sent him a message. I'm like, for what we know of the situation, because you are involved as an innocent bystander, there's probably something big gonna go on at midnight. Lock your rooms, pretend you're not home. And I send him a thumbs up.
Cool. Anyone else want to do anything?
Bind those chaps that are still alive.
Alright.
Or restrain them in some way.
I'm assuming we're moving them all...
Arok helps out.
Here.
Can we move them behind the bar and just
Behind
kind
the
of...
bar?
Yeah, out of sight a little bit, including the dead.
Including the dead.
Including the dead.
Okay.
Take some rags, add some pillowing behind their heads.
We'll move those guys over.
Except for the pistol-wielding punk, whose head is...
Oh! Yeah, can I confiscate the weapons, too? The crowbar and the plank are something anybody could search around anywhere. I bet they could just take glass here, but,
yeah, you can take
pistol definitely should not
the hammer,
remain in custody.
the hammer and the pistol. And what is your next plan of action?
Midnight shit's probably gonna go down.
It's still technically the morning time right now.
So I feel like we should probably figure out what kind of shit's going down. So we have people not affected by this being called in.
You do see that the message thread is still there. It's just all the messages have been deleted.
I'm keeping the codex.
Okay.
And we do have a new warning system. I kind of show the thread, but I have reason to believe that this isn't the only thread that they've had, or that every message is quickly wiped.
An algorithm of some kind to cover their tracks.
We could probably have somebody on lookout. I think these are the people who noticed that message at the time, so we have a little bit of worry of people coming to this location, but probably not all. I look at the number of people in this thread. All 300, 200?
There's probably about a little over 200.
200 people in this thread. Probably not all 200 or so people in this thread are coming to this exact location. But there might be one or two stragglers that were a little slow and are on their way. So one person on lookout, one person interrogating, and somebody else can search wherever they deem their capacity and capabilities best suit them. If that sounds like a immediate plan.
Arok says 200 is a lot, but I think that will be enough.
It's probably not even the only thread out there. So it could be more than 200. 200 is probably a low estimate. Could I save most of the data of who's being sent messages in this thread and just quick glance over if there's anybody in this thread that I recognize the name of?
There are no names, only codex information, like the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The ID.
Yeah, the codex IDs.
Could you match the codex ID to a person?
I'm gonna run my contacts in this area, codex IDs, against the ones in this thread.
Okay, go ahead and roll me another computers check, please.
If we have a name, then we may have a person who we can catch alone, get rid of their comms, and have a chat.
Arok nods.
22?
Mm-hmm.
You find that there are it's mostly citizens inside here.
Mm-hmm.
You do find, however, one contact within the actual administration, and their name is Avori Tan.
Oh. All right. That is definitely noted. Avori was nervous, and Avori was talking with Reggie. But we don't have any evidence how deep that involvement goes.
Yes.
That would be Avori Tan.
Avori Tan, yes. One of the diplomats. Is Avori a diplomat that originates from here, or is Avori a diplomat that came in?
She came in.
Which is doubly concerning. Because she's not from here.
Spotted her earlier, didn't we?
Oh, yes. She was talking with Reggie. Which also concerns me. With how head-bopping that tune is, and how catchy the tune is. And I look at our groaning... look over the bar.
You see the crowbar-wielding punk is waking up, the one that got knocked out by Arok earlier.
Is his mouth stuffed with
Did you guys
stuffed still?
Did you guys stuff their mouths?
His mouth
I bound them.
Okay, yeah, okay. You see he's like his eyes are beginning to widen. Like,
hop over the bar. I'm gonna sit on the bar.
Okay. And he looks over. He looks scared and frightened and scared. And he looks over to his side. He sees all the others who are bound up. And then he also looks over and sees the bodies. And he's like,
Okay. I'm gonna need you to count your breaths with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He doesn't count.
He's He's gonna pass out. Okay, I take the rag out of his... I'm like, I'll take the rag out of your mouth, but if you scream, our big friend right next to me is probably going to knock you out again. Can you take a few moments to calm yourself?
Roll me an influence check.
Arok confirms by giving him a look and then not even moving his head. He just narrows his eyes just for a moment.
Ain't so great. 13.
He nods his head. And
I stare at him. I'm like, are you sure you're good? And I slowly take the rag out.
okay.
I put my hand up to hold him off. I make myself a glass of water. I'm like, you need something to drink here.
Why are you being so nice? You see tears coming down his eyes.
Because we have
You killed.
concerns
kill
of
those
an
people?
outside.
What are you gonna do to me?
Hopefully, there was an outside influence, as my suspects are, and this was not of your design or control. Sadly, I don't know how well you remember the last few moments, but you did try to stab us. Does that I'm not going to use ring any bells. Does that jog any memories there?
He looks at you. He's like, I don't know. I remember. I remember working on the. Wait, we're inside the inn.
I nod.
I was working next door, and then I looked at my codex because I got a message, and then I don't remember what happened after that.
All right. I'm gonna lay down some things for you. There is a outside influence affecting the city currently. I don't want you to panic. You are medically stable at the moment. We treated your wounds. We are going to keep your codex confiscated because it does seem like a initial contact
This
point.
has happened before.
Do you remember something like this happening before? Blacking out?
Yeah.
Waking up?
Yeah. And
Right.
it all started when the new mayor gained power. We need to take him out.
Why? What has he done?
He started the blackouts.
Blackout.
Yeah. At least that's what me and my buddies say.
We are investigating this entire situation. I am in contact with a few people higher up. I have not seen the mayor. He is, of course, on our suspect list. But we want to make sure that this does not continue. So we are not ruling out outside suspects as well. But the mayor is being investigated. We are going to keep the comms confiscated.
You guys don't look like command officers to me.
We've been hired outside as we are not currently influenced by the current situation.
Actually, he looks over towards Marmaduke.
Yes.
I think I've seen your face before. You've never seen this guy in your life.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure you have.
Besides the fight.
He didn't hit me with a hammer, so there was no reason for him to look at me in anger. Or I him.
You're in one of the dreams. Yeah. And you see him look up.
I am.
He looks up at Sai.
If I had eyebrows to quirk, they would be quirked. So I give him a little wave.
He begins to hum.
All right, none of that. I stuff the rag back in his mouth.
He begins to smile, but you stuff it. And he tries to hum louder.
Can I shoot him?
Sadly,
Can I hit him?
No. Could you go upstairs and give our barkeep friend some earplugs?
Right.
And tell him that if it looks like somebody's humming, ignore it and run away.
Right.
Arok gets up from the counter and stands over.
You do see as you're walking upstairs, Marmaduke, you see the bartender is coming downstairs with what looks like a little a little box, like a silver box. Looks like a ESB, actually.
Oh, you seem to have forgotten something upstairs. Let's go upstairs and go and see some other things that are upstairs.
What? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I would love to see the upstairs of the bar before you decide you're going abroad. Gonna go upstairs right now. Let's do the upstairs.
I'm gonna put earplugs in the crowbar person's all of our lineup that are still alive. Lives ears.
Okay.
And see if that helps not escalate how deeply enthralled they are.
The 3 that haven't woken up yet, they're still unconscious.
Yep, just a precaution. Can we? I'm gonna do a quick baby proofing in the area so they can't, knock down a bottle, get a sharp shard, and kind of free each other. They're not in a good spot, but a couple maniacs running around is not a good look.
Yeah, you can definitely handle that. Getting them, making sure everything is fine, so that if they do end up starting to rile each other up, you have it under control.
I turn to Arok. I'm like, they recognize us. They have a little bit of a hive mind dream sequence, I feel like, going on right now. Maybe we could borrow some makeup and change aesthetics a little bit. Let's go upstairs for a moment.
Arok replies, but you already look fine.
I appreciate that very much.
Arok decides to follow Sai upstairs, minding his head.
Right. You follow him up. You follow upstairs as Marmaduke has the bartender who's like, it's like, I don't know what you want me to give you a tour right now in a time like this? I need to leave.
Sorry. Marmaduke is trying to keep everybody calm as possible. It might be with new revelations with our talk with friends downstairs. You don't want to rush out of town. They will probably notice.
You just said to leave town.
Yes, you do want to leave town. You don't want to be noticed trying to leave town, if you get what I'm trying to say.
They would get me?
So, maybe a full package of luggage is not the look you want to go for right now.
Oh,
maybe.
I have this ESB, so like all my stuff is in it. I just put it on the side. You see him just attach it to his side. He's like, okay, I'm good.
Okay,
I can leave.
You're good?
Yeah. Do you need me to stay?
No. I want I want you to be as well informed as you can to make
Okay, well, I contacted
right decisions going forward.
I contacted my family for them to come here. Should I?
Could you meet them? Could you tell them? Could you meet them outside the gates and go with a family vacation? Just say there's some weird shit going down in town.
Okay.
You don't want to be in town after dark.
Okay. Yeah. I can.
When you leave,
yeah.
Put some earplugs in. Don't hum the catchy tune.
Okay.
And please, if you notice weird things going on in town, just send me a short message. You don't want to make it obvious. Just send me a message just saying, "Hey, there's a bunch of dudes arming themselves in this district." That would be perfect.
Yeah.
But don't go out of your way searching. Want you to stay safe.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Well, what were your names again?
I am Sai.
Marmaduke 9.
Arok.
Okay. Thank you.
We are currently,
You
since
three.
we did stop this operation down in town, we are currently on the watch list by the cult individuals, so you might not want to declare that you know us.
Suddenly, you hear all the codexes go off with the notification.
Please don't check your codex. And I check my codex.
You check the codex. As you check the codex, you see in Votanian, I need you to roll me a discipline will check.
Cool. $21.
You see in Votanian, the impure are forming groups to take us out. We must form our own groups and begin a cleansing.
I turn to her. New message from the cult. I don't show him the message, but I hold up his employer's codex, hoping that he'll recognize it. Mm-hmm. It may be safer for you to lock your barricade and lock yourself and pretend you're not here for the moment.
Okay, I'm starting to get very confused. What is going on?
So the cult is forming a gang. Let's put in the most simple terms. The cult is forming a gang. They are attempting a territory rush. Anybody who is not affiliated with the cult, they deem that they should execute them. And that is the bare bones of what we know at the moment.
This place is getting crazy.
Joining the cult, I get that completely. I am not from this town.
Should we should go to the command post, shouldn't we?
The problem with that is, earlier today, I have reason to suspect that at least a few of the members of the command have been mystically influenced.
Are you sure? I mean, earlier today it was all the citizens coming after the command, right?
One of the command officers took some suspicious action. We are going to go to command. We'll be scoping out whether or not command is a viable option going forward.
Okay. What about my family? I need to get to them. And you see he's starting to freak out.
Okay. I put my hands on his shoulders, and I go, deep breaths with me. You're gonna go. You need to get to your family. I respect that course of action. I need you to take deep breaths, to go out like you're just visiting them for a week, that maybe they had a family emergency and you just need to go and be with your family. That's your story.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's gonna start to walk.
That's why you're panicked, and that's why it's sudden. All right.
He's gonna start to walk out.
Safe travels.
You as well.
Arok decides to follow the guy out to the door just to see if he's gonna get jumped or something.
Okay.
I want to go onto the second floor and see if there's a window overlooking the front.
He walks out right here.
Arok doesn't leave the building, but he watches the tender leave.
You notice as you look out, Arok. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception. He has rolled an 11.
You don't see anyone in the plaza. It is completely empty, which is hasn't been normal since you've been here. There's always been at least a couple dozen people walking around. He turns around towards you for a second. He looks scared, and you see him beginning to start to move down to where almost you can't see him anymore.
Okay. Arok, not requiring an intellect to know that this is definitely strange, goes back and turns towards his companions. It is quiet outside. Too quiet. There's no one around.
Disguises. Alright, let's see if anybody left some clothing in the lost and found. Let's get each other a hat.
Alright, so you guys are... What are you doing again? Sorry.
I mean, we don't have to, but Sai is looking for a spare hat to put on.
Okay.
Maybe some extra clothes to wrap around them to, look a little different.
Go ahead and roll perception check as you're looking for stuff. What are you doing again, Marmaduke?
I was looking upstairs through a window on Overwatch.
Okay. Yeah, as you look out the window, go ahead and roll me a perception check as well.
Damn. What? Hold on.
Alright.
You're able to find a nice top hat. And
not the vibes I'm looking for.
And a
no top hat.
And a what looks like a peacoat.
I put on the coat over what I'm currently wearing.
Okay.
4, 13, 14.
14. As you look out the window, looking down towards the buildings near you, you do see a few people kind of gathered up into a little group over in the corner.
How far away are they?
They're probably about 70 feet away or so.
And are they looking this way?
No, they seem to be gathered up into a little group in the alleyway.
In the alleyway? That's very interesting. And they're just standing there?
Yeah.
Watching menacingly.
I will get on my comm to Sai and Arok. Is there another way out of the building?
We can check for an employee exit.
Yes. If it's just this alleyway that I'm looking, there's a group out there in an alleyway. I can see them from the window. Question, DM.
Yes.
Is this is the alleyway they're in doesn't look do they have eyes on the door of the bar?
No. It's like it's behind the actual inn itself.
Oh, so like in a back alley behind the bar.
Mm.
Oh. Connected to the bar?
It is not connected to the bar.
Ah, right. Well, whichever way we leave, into my comm again, this group probably won't see us.
We could pretend to be a group of our own. They did say to join up in groups. For what purpose, I don't know.
What was said on the comm thing again? It was something about the impure.
Purge the impure.
Purge the impure. So we should say that.
If they stop and talk to us, yes.
We are searching for the impure. That's what we can say.
Yes. The thing is, they recognized your faces. At least Marmaduke's face. You have a very excellent mustache. It's very recognizable. I understand that.
The talk of my mustache, I come back down the stairs.
I do suggest a hat, and I pull out the top hat. I don't think this hat would work very well. It would make your mustache even more distinct. But if you have a hood or any way of covering your excellent mustache...
Arok looks through the lost and found, but can't find anything he likes.
I give Arok the top hat. It's a little small on a rock.
The three of you begin to hear, in unison,
Is that from these
and you
down
hear
here?
them all humming this. The four of them have woken up.
Alright, off we go.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree.
And they're all looking straight over towards Marmaduke.
Marm, how do you feel about earplugs?
Well, I'm not opposed to them. I do. We should probably leave. We really should leave, shouldn't we?
We're leaving now. Alright.
Okay, so you guys are leaving the Tirth Inn. Where are you headed to? Where are you headed specifically?
Let's scope out how the current officers are handling the situation and see if they have a report for us.
Compare notes. Good idea.
All right. So you're going to begin heading over to the command post in Tirth Trin Trek as you head out.
As a group, casually, trying to pretend everything's fine.
I cast a glance back at the four as I leave the bar.
So, to get there, it will probably take about a 45-minute walk to get to the command post. Are you trying to do this in a cool way, like trying to make sure that you're you look the part, or are you trying to be as stealthy as possible? Because it depends what you do. I'm gonna have you each roll a check for me.
You guys want to be rolling deception or stealth?
It's either deception or stealth.
I think if they recognize me, it's going to have to be stealth. I mean, for me, it'll have to be stealth.
So you're in the middle. Side's gonna go for deception.
Arok will probably go for deception because, if anything, he can count as cover for Marmaduke to go into stealth.
I mean, I'm loath to do it. I'm not very subtle by design.
All right, feel free to make your rolls. So we got a deception roll for Arok.
Oh, that is not. There's something missing.
Deception.
Probably.
Because you don't have anything in deception.
True. Yeah, he will be a rank 0. Take 2.
Nice.
It's 19.
Yeah. So, plus agility, I think, isn't it? Plus agility.
Yeah. Yes.
It would be 11.
11. Sounds good.
Indeed.
And Sai, you got
14.
14. All right. And that was a stealth check on your end, Sai, or?
Deception.
Deception. Okay. I'm assuming you guys are covering a rock while you guys are walking ahead.
Arok and I are covering for Marmaduke.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Arok
Yeah.
and Sai are covering for Marmaduke. And as you reach, you begin to walk down through the plaza, heading past the large fountain in the center of the plaza. And as you head down that way, I would like you all to roll me perception checks.
Arok sees an 18.
Well, that I rolled bloody well on. That's a 23. Or 22. Wait. Will perception 22.
Alright, 22, 14, and an 18. Sai.
Apropos, as I'm watching out carefully.
Yeah, you Marmaduke are the only one that notices off to the westward from where you guys are walking. You notice a group of people around a corner building. I wish I could ping. Here, let me see.
We have company.
You see right over here.
You need a point hold space.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here, let me just... How do you cancel this thing? Oh, here. So, you see something from over here. A group gathering. What looks like A group of probably around like 20 people or so. But they haven't noticed you.
Alright, be calm. But there are a group of 20 near that statue.
Are they creepy standing? Or are they confused concern?
Looks creepy.
Yeah. Looks pretty creepy.
Wanna go the long way around?
So the actual area where... Why is this thing not working? Shift. It's shift, right? To do the pointer?
Space.
Oh, space, yeah.
Space and move your mouse.
So
You'll just point.
this area, going down this area is where you're going to want to go for
Probably
the
zoom
command
out.
post. So down there. It's been
Arok chooses the keep calm and carry on approach.
it's been about 15 minutes since you left the inn. No, none of those people seem to be coming towards you. Again, Marmaduke, as well as Arok, as you guys reach right about here, you notice there's another group forming right over here. Not as big as the other one, though. They don't seem to pay attention to you either.
Are they staring at the hall?
No, it seems like they're in a circle, like they're huddled up.
Okay.
And as you guys get closer to right around here, you hear, "Hey! Hey! Psst! Psst!" And it sounds like something coming from this house right over here.
Want to casually make our way over that way?
Yes. That's...
I'm like all the way zoomed out. I can't even... You see behind that barrel is what looks like a prime autonist. He has this blonde hair off to the side, and what looks like these nice bright green eyes, and he looks like he is in some kind of worker's outfit, and he's like, Are you guys with the...
I shake my head and no.
Okay, do you know what's going on?
I do a little hand wavy, kinda.
Turns to the
Inside?
and says, "Cults, most likely. Probably."
I don't know what's going on.
Is it... Do you know this building? Can we go inside for a moment?
No, not really. I don't know this
Okay.
building, and also I'm pretty sure there's a group meeting inside this building too.
Okay. So, lay of the low, quick and steady. We all know that there's mystical forces outside of the world, and we usually worship these gods, and they're usually a source of good and production and knowledge. The situation we find ourselves in is a group of people or somebody has touched something they probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, no kidding. Do you know... I'm looking for my dad.
Your dad? Do you have a description of him?
He works by the inn. But I think I think he's in with these people.
I have a feeling that we had a run-in. Don't worry. He is stable and healthy. He is also somebody you should probably not contact at this moment. Do you have any other family or safe places in town that you know of?
My uncle's a command officer.
We are going to the command office. Do you wish to join us?
Sure.
All right. Things to note. You should probably not check your comm messages. If you hear humming, resist the urge to hum along.
Okay.
If you find yourself struggling to resist to hum along, I suggest earplugs. From our knowledge, they have sent out a message to attack other folks that are not part of their cult. If you encounter a group that is not creepily staring into an inner circle of each other and that find themselves focused on you, run.
Okay.
There is no shame in running.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with you guys for now. What are
Come on into the inner huddle.
What are your names?
You may call me Sai.
Sorry.
Right.
Marmaduke 9.
Sai Medine, you might have noticed me trying to make a festival. I don't think it's going to be happening. All right. Off we go.
My name's Tayton.
Tootin?
Tayton.
All right. GM, could you type that out for me?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Because I'm going to forget and keep on calling him Tootin. Okay, tight.
It's pronounced Tayton.
Tayton, okay.
Pronounced Jiff.
So you guys continue moving.
All right, I'm gonna. All right, I want you to block your father's comm number for the moment until the situation gets resolved. I would like if you blocked most comm information you should be wary about opening. I'm going to give you mine. If we have any extraordinary updates, such as make your way out of town as fast as you can.
You suddenly hear...
Creepy comm.
On the codex.
Creepy comm.
All
right.
Are you gonna read it?
I turn to Arok. I'm like, knock me out if this does something weird, and I'm gonna read it. Discipline?
Yes.
Rock walks over to Sai, almost unironically willing to execute that request.
Okay, hopefully. Alright.
You're fine. But in Votanian, you see... We have one of them. An execution will be had at the fountain. And that's all you read.
No time frame. Thanks. Creepy voices. God,
But you do start to hear a door on the other side of this house open up, and
Off we
a
go.
bunch of
Come
footsteps.
on.
And you also hear a bunch of footsteps coming from over here and over here, as well as over here.
Are
As
there
a crowd
any...
begins to form out over here.
Are there any cameras?
There are cameras posted up on top of certain buildings. But you'd have to go to the hall to see either the hall or the command post.
We're already on the way. Command post cutting through across all of that to the hall.
Yeah.
Seems like a bad idea. Let's get our information from the cameras. Come along, darlings. Let's go on a little speed walkie. Or
There's also a
you
chance that the execution's going to be way too crowded. It'll be 3 against 100.
yeah.
Could be.
Could I? How good are the comm mics?
Comms with the mics. Are you trying to record something?
Yeah, I was like, could I leave something in the alleyway to record as I walk on and just have it? Because I took 4 of them.
You'd have to get close enough to, like, at least 20 feet away.
Could you use one of
Not
their?
worth it.
Could you use one of their comms to send a message to the group?
I could.
Maybe, I don't know, send them something that'll throw them on track.
Is that something is that a card we want to play at the moment, though? Is the message coming from a single person, or are the messages coming from different individuals?
The message is coming from different individuals.
Okay.
The group chat.
There's a chance that might have an effect, but it also might be we have an intruder. This is not part of the group, and then they'll switch message groups, and then we'll be out of the loop.
Well, we have 4 of those comms.
Do memes exist in this universe?
More chances of causing a little chaos, hopefully in our favor.
Well, I'm just saying, if we know who sent that, the execution message, then we can potentially track them, too. If we have the comm ID, we can run that through the system.
Yes,
With
that
the,
is. We could run all of the comm IDs through the system. Specifically ones we've gotten messages for and from. But we could run them all through, and that'd probably be a good idea. If command is not creepy.
Indeed.
You suddenly begin to hear screams and shouts from the fountain area. What are you guys doing?
Now. It's right now.
It is right now. I don't think the rescue mission is viable.
Yeah.
Arok walks around and tries to see if he can look at what is actually going on at the fountain.
Go ahead and roll a perception check, please.
Okay. Perception. He sees a 16.
Okay. And you see what looks like a group of people dragging someone who is screaming, and the people are starting to chant out, "Execute! Execute!" And the person that is being dragged is the bartender.
Oh dear.
No, dear.
How many of them are there?
There are probably about, right now, around this fountain, about, it's hard to count, but you're gauging around 50 to 60 people.
Oh dear.
I don't think we have the resources to
You,
take this.
on your personal codexes, the three of you get a message from Reggie asking what in the void is going on.
I'm gonna type out,
Escalating.
you may have gotten the void part right.
Chaos,
Arok is
maybe.
doing the big think right now.
Bit of chaos. How far are we from the core?
Wait, I gotta write down Reggie contacted.
From command?
From command, yes.
You guys are probably about like 10 minutes away, 10 minutes walking distance.
So I'm gonna send him a transcript of the messages. I'm just gonna send Reggie some things we've overheard while sneaking through town today. And just, kill the Impure. Meeting at midnight. Execute an execution going on.
If we cause some chaos, we could draw them away.
He responds back, "What's your location?"
I'm just gonna say, comlink probably not secure.
Okay.
Are you safe?
Yes, in the hall, watching from above.
Just gonna say, we see the fountain. Making our way across right now, not the ideal option. Putting exact locations on comlink right now, probably not secure enough.
No
Arok
response
says
back.
aloud, "I could draw them away," while staring off into the plaza.
Yes.
And we could lose one other person. How fast can you run?
Arok replies,
Very fast.
"Very."
I look to our guest,
Yes.
and I look to the crowd. I don't believe drawing them away will rescue the barkeep.
Why execute one when you could execute more than one? You'll make a bigger point. I think we'd draw them away.
I have the barkeep's number. I could call him.
You want to do that?
I look to my group and I'm like, we could call the barkeep.
Well, he's a little occupied at the moment, isn't he?
somebody might pick up. I don't know if it'd be somebody we want, but...
And why not? That will probably draw their attention, though.
Okay. I'm gonna send out a text. 3 additional Imperial sighted. I'm gonna... Sighted, going north from the... northeast from the inn. And calculate coordinations, or some chords from about where we were from the inn, and just kind of set it a little northeast from there.
Are you doing this in Votinian?
Yes.
Okay. And you're gonna send it to the group?
Yes, using crowbar code
Okay.
com.
Okay.
Otini and family.
You send this message. And you do hear a bit of an echo go around the plaza as practically all of them get a notification in the center area.
Well, that's 1 out of 3. Or 1 out of 4.
Everyone begins to look at it. And as they begin to look at it, I need to say something. Another notification pops up right underneath yours,
Oh, fuck.
and it says, "Yes, listen to them."
Oh. Huh.
And
Noting that number down?
all of a sudden you see that they drag the bartender. They have the bartender completely bound up, and then you see half of them begin to move northward.
So we got half gone.
They begin to head upward.
Hopefully we didn't screw over some other poor folks. So if this is the opportunity to stop an execution, probably be around now. Do you want to run?
Arok pulls out his Hadron blaster and turns towards the plaza.
I turn towards the kid that started the worker kid that started following us. I go to him. I'm like, "You have my comm information? You have maybe not so little duty at this moment. Could you make sure that the outpost gets our information so we can get in contact with them? You may want to start running," and I point towards where they'd be at.
Yeah.
Go find your uncle, hopefully.
That's fast.
And he nods. And
Alright,
he's going to start running down that way. And Arok. Wait, so the plan is to try to distract them?
Yep.
Because
Yes.
we're gonna end the session there if that's the case.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
Arok with a twinkle in his eye.
well,
Oh,
with
what
that, we're gonna calculate some CP and get you guys done with the second session.
All right.
Let me see.
Sai is incredibly stressed at the moment.
Yeah. I thank you for listening to A New Squad. Be sure to check out the official New Age livestream, streaming bi-weekly Tuesdays on Twitch. A link will be found in the description of this episode. And if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.